Hello, welcome back to Battle Brothers. I'm Jade Star.
That is a lot of Widergangers.
That is a lot of Widergangers. In fact, it's lots of Widergangers. And it's also, what is this place? The Hidden Burial Site. Yes, just a lot of undead here.
A fuckload of undead.
That was quite a bit more than I was expecting. Like, 2 skull mission, maybe this won't be so bad. Oh, there's 24 of them. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's still Widergangers, but this is definitely the point where fatigue becomes an issue.
Unfortunately, it's Widergangers plus Fallen Heroes and some ghouls.
Yeah.
Fallen Heroes are nasty just on their own. The ghouls I'm worried about simply because there's going to be enough bodies on the ground for them to start chomping away and upgrading.
On one hand, them eating friendly undead corpses stops those friendly undead corpses from coming back.
Right.
On the other hand, level 1 ghouls are a lot less threatening than level 3 ones.
Absolutely. So if they chow down on a fallen hero, I'm super okay with that. If they chow down on a Widerganger, not going to be super happy about that. Because if a Widerganger gets back up and it's at half HP and its armor's already all busted up from dying the first time, I don't really mind putting it down the second time. It's going to be a bit of a nuisance, but it's not going to be terrible. Dealing with level 2 and level 3 ghouls is going to suck. 2s can actually fight pretty well, and 3s will just swallow a dude whole, and I'm outnumbered enough as is.
Yeah, it's not even the problem that it's all that difficult to kill them, because they're not that hard to cut open. It's just that it takes the guy off the field immediately. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't stop it, you can't... Oh, I like that dude's helmet.
Yeah, it's a good helmet. I mean, you're right that you can't stop level 3 ghouls from just swallowing a dude, but also, they have a lot of HP. It takes a lot of time to get that dude back on the field.
Yeah. That's a pretty good shot.
Yeah, headshot. Seeing how badly outnumbered I was kind of made me want to get up on the high ground and use it to whatever advantage I could. I might have wanted to put my front line on it, but I think I just ended up being okay with having the archers on it so that they could shoot and then stab with pikes better.
Yeah, I mean, probably would have like had the archers on there for a turn, and then like take your shot and then step the archers back so that your front line has a chance to step back on.
Right.
There's no reason not to take advantage of it while they're advancing. And they're going to be advancing for a couple of turns.
Yeah. That probably would have been a good idea. The problem with relocating bowmen is that it takes 8 AP to take the aim shot. So I can't shoot and then have them back down.
All right.
But I could quick shot for 4 and then step off, yeah.
And the high ground benefit means that your bowmen, I mean, they do swap for pikes.
Yes. That's actually going to be pretty key in this fight, if I remember how it goes. It's been about a week.
Yeah, I still think... I do feel like keeping your bowman shooting on the line, especially if you've got a really good bowman like Skippy, with crossbows, I don't know if I would even take a crossbowman and give him a secondary weapon, except as like you're out of ammo. Because crossbows are just so good at armor, and when you're up close, they're basically as good as bows as far as accuracy goes, if not slightly better at 2 tiles away.
Right.
Especially if you could get one of those crossbows that we haven't managed to get.
Right.
The super obnoxious, like, goblin-heavy crossbows.
Yes. Forgot exactly what it's called, but yeah, the goblin overseers carry crossbows that have knockback on them.
Yeah, it's super good. Because then, I mean, you just knock back somebody who's on the line, that's 2 more AP they have to spend. Probably 1 fewer attack.
Oh, that's right. We totally did see an overseer with the crossbow at, like, Goblin Jockstrap or whatever.
Oh yeah, we saw it, we just didn't get it.
Yeah. So I think I made a bit of a mistake putting Archaro off the hill. I was thinking he'd be forward a little bit. I'd make a line straight vertical instead of slanty with the hill, but then I changed my mind midway through. And now I think that's Nabster and Shin tied up by a Widerganger. Just slightly out of place, but it's alright. So I've got, what, 5 fallen heroes. Those guys are going to be the big trouble.
Yeah, and just with 24 of them, they will, the longer you spend, they will just wrap around your sides.
Though I do love my nice heavy armor breaking hammers. Look at that, 147, and the plates is destroyed. And then another 47 to his body. That was it. Yeah, I just did 47 to that dude's body. I need to see his health bar again, because Fallen Heroes, like 47 HP would almost kill Shin, for example.
Yeah, that's most of Shin's HP. It's 3/4 of even your more vulnerable brothers.
That Fallen Hero took 47 to his HP bar. Look at him, wounded about 3/4. So that guy probably has... That guy had 147 armor and then 200 HP. That's just rude.
The ghouls in the back.
Yeah.
Which, again, could be a blessing, but probably is going to be obnoxious.
Yeah, if they were out first, I could at least kill them first, because ghouls are really fragile at this point. 2 good swipes with a one-handed weapon, they're dead.
Yeah, this is the point where you've got your guys with bows, and I actually can't remember if it's just you haven't had good crossbows, or I know you tend to prefer bows over crossbows, but this is the part where I would start seriously considering if I find any good crossbows, just swap some of the bowmen over.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have the specialization, but it could be an idea. I mostly prefer bows because of the range, because the thing I hate the most is enemy archers, so I want my archers to have more range to be able to shoot their archers dead. You're right that crossbows are much better against infantry, though.
Yeah, and if this were greenskins, you'd be dealing with goblins. Oh, absolutely, bows on the way. But especially for, you know, the undead or doubly so. Well, actually, not doubly so, but crossbows are pretty handy for the other crisis, the Noble House one, because that's a shitload of armor. Crossbows are really good at dealing with dudes with a shitload of armor.
Right, but they also tend to have a lot of arbalists.
Yeah, and that's where I said it's a bit of a mix, because bows are really good at sniping out their own archers.
Yeah.
And their crossbowmen are more obnoxious.
Man. I was hoping Rail Pozo could knock that guy down in one hit, but I mean, it's a Fallen Hero. He's got way more HP.
Yeah, that's a ton of HP. Oh, Fallen Hero's back.
Yeah, kill 2 zombies get back up. Not making any progress.
Well, you've destroyed a lot of armor, and they're coming back at half HP.
Now, you mentioned the pikes being critical. Remember I've been giving all of them, what is it, Berserk, to get that extra, like, 4 AP back every time they stab something dead?
Yeah.
We're gonna get a lot of mileage out of that skill this time.
When I saw you looked at that, I was like, no, don't use it on the guy who's almost dead, because I won't get an extra attack out of it.
Exactly.
How I assumed your thought process was going.
Yep. So I got 6 pike attacks out of my archers that round, instead of 3. Really happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, Berserk is really good. It doesn't see a whole lot of general use, but when you can set it up and when it matters, it fucking matters.
Okay, that Fallen Hero is staying down.
You hope.
No, he already got back up, so he's staying down.
Oh, is it only one limit? I thought Fallen Heroes could keep getting back up.
I don't think so. I've never seen anything get back up a second time. Unless a Necromancer is intentionally raising it.
Yeah, Necromancers break the normal rules. And especially when you have a lot of zombies like this, it can be difficult to keep track of them.
Yeah, but that was the first Fallen Hero that died.
Yeah, keep a lazy eye on it. say he had that distinctive helmet, but no, there's that other fallen hero with the exact same helmet.
That's my favorite part about the Noble House Crisis, is fighting knights and taking their awesome distinctive helmets.
I mean, you can get those hats outside of a Noble Crisis, but it's usually a pretty bad idea.
Hey, look, the ghouls made it to melee, but all the dead bodies are being stood on, so that's nice.
The ghouls actually have morale.
Yeah. Only undead that do. I guess they're not actually technically undead. They also don't get back up.
Yeah, they're...
It's like Blood Bowl, they don't have regen, you know?
Right, yeah.
Berserk is really, really handy, this fight.
Oh yeah, like Berserk is probably the single best talent for... a high-level talent for the Undead Crisis, just because you fight a lot of zombies. Every zombie that you take down, getting a free attack, it means them getting back up is less of an imposition. You still spend a lot of fatigue, and that becomes an issue, but... yeah. Again, the faster you kill things, the less fatigue really becomes an issue.
Didn't get it. I think I hit him in the helmet.
Yeah. These heavy armored helmets have a ton of armor too.
Usually the downside is that they have a ton of fatigue penalty, so it's not necessarily worth it having like 200 armor on your head if it's costing you 20 fatigue, but they don't care.
Yeah, but it's... I mean... especially if you don't end up taking Iron Brow, that headshot bonus damage...
really hurts, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it'll chew through head armor pretty well. I kind of wonder if the Fallen Heroes have Iron Brow. Because that was a pretty decent pike headshot. It did not take that large a chunk out of his helmet.
Oh, never thought about that. I don't think I've really seen Fallen Heroes use any abilities. I guess I just kind of always assumed the undead didn't get perks. I really wish I could wild swing this, but I'd hit Flamester. Oh, I'm sorry, Herbicle. That's right, I gave Herbicle a fighting axe a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah, axes are one of those things that they're nice general purpose, but you can end up... like, it feels bad to break axes, especially because a lot of things that you'd really want to be able to break their axes for are both... have really good... I'm sorry, break their shields.
Yeah.
Have pretty durable shields, and if they're using a one-handed weapon, they get double grip once their shield is broken.
Yeah, but I'm not
Like
so
Orc
worried about
Warriors
giving the
and
enemy double grip. Like, 25% more damage versus just murdering their defensive ability.
Yeah, but like with the Orc Warriors, or the... well, Berserkers don't use shields.
Yeah. Orc Warriors typically use metal shields too. If you're breaking through that, though, yeesh.
I mean, you're spending a bunch of attacks to try and break through their shield, and then they just get a 25% damage boost. It's generally considered not worth the effort. Just do what you have to do, stun them, surround them. You know, just go sideways through their shield. Use flails.
Right, well, we're going to come up against a lot of skeletons with shields, and I am going to be breaking a lot of them. Double grip or not, whatever. Because they're just constantly saying, like, I have a 15 defense shield, and every turn I'm going to put up shield wall for another 15 to 20. God.
Yeah.
So it's just, I'm not fighting you at down 30, 35 to hit.
Yeah. It also makes a lot more sense with the skeletons and, well, to a lesser extent, wider gangers, because it's something else that you don't have to deal with once they come back.
Right, yeah.
You know, you break the shield, it stays broken.
Man, this is turning out a lot better than I feared it would. Look at this.
Yeah, I mean, your fatigue has been pretty decent. a lot of that I'm going to credit to you having good tools for the job. You've been hammering down the heavy armor dudes rather than having to pike through it or sword through it. I mean, look at how few of your frontline guys actually have swords or spears.
Yeah, I think it's just Fleshnock.
I mean, Sir Dave has a sword.
Oh yeah, Sir Dave, of course.
And that's it. Everyone else has got axes or
Mace
or hammers or
mace flail.
that military pick.
Yeah. No, we have a proper Warhammer on Megain. No more military pick.
All that trouble to buy that military pick, and you're not even using it.
I used it for a long time.
Well, those ghouls did fuck all.
Yeah, no, super glad those ghouls did nothing. They stayed back until they couldn't get to the front lines. And then they started taking morale hits from watching all the zombies die, which is super nice of them.
I don't even think it's so much that they stayed back. I think that the fallen heroes beat them on initiative, which I'm sure they just got better initiative scores than
No,
shitty ghouls.
no. The ghouls have much higher initiatives. They delayed their first turn or two.
Oh, interesting. Because, yeah, I mean, you've got 24 enemies. The ghouls are not going to be able to find an easy run in. But if they delayed, then on one hand, that was good for them, because if they hit the lines first, they would have all been fucking dead.
Yeah. Like, remember when we started the fight, we only had like 3 or 4 zombies visible in the shroud.
Right.
And then we moved back. The zombies came first, and the ghouls came 2 turns later.
Well, yeah, I figured the zombies were first rank, and then the fallen heroes and ghouls were second rank, but...
Could have been, but even still, with the initiative, the ghouls would move forward faster. I don't know, it's just weird how the AI sometimes plans
Yeah, that's
itself
one
out.
of the things that they're doing with the DLCs. They're apparently refining the AI, trying to make it a little bit more intelligent, a little bit harder to bait. Someone in the
now
main
extra
Battle Brothers
dickish.
thread. Someone in the main Battle Brothers thread is basically hoping that it doesn't ruin the bandits will automatically walk forward if you outnumber them with bows
Oh, right.
versus just standing back and shooting at you. It's apparently the impenetrable bullshit stalling defense. Something like that.
Oh, yes. I think that's how I run my dwarf teams.
It's not the super ultra mega bunker.
Man, I wish. But I really wish I'd saved a highlight of the Dwarven Salt Cube.
The super ultra mega bunker was from a Spyro match at Fumble, and that was like the cage,
Yeah.
but bigger. It was all of his players in like a massive like mega cage.
Right. So let's see, 5, and then 4 more for a double layer diamond, and then you'd have 2 more somewhere else on that? Huh.
Yeah.
Damn. The Dwarven Salt Cube, for anybody who wasn't around for that, was a Dwarven ball rudder surrounded with all 8 adjacent squares by other dwarves that had stand firm, so that they couldn't be knocked around. Except I think I cost him an injury or a casualty, so 1 guy out of the 8 surrounding his ball runner didn't have stand firm, but that's where I had to chip away to get him to move.
See, this is why beyond just frenzy, you have one guy with Juggernaut, so that they don't end up thinking that their stand firm dude is safe. I mean, Juggernaut's otherwise a crap skill, but
God damn it, Ghoul, retreat already. I just wanted to run down the one that rallied, and it's just this. Okay, there we go. So,
yeah.
This went surprisingly well. Look at this. Only 48 damage to Mo.
Well, again, there was, I think, 4 fallen heroes.
5.
Those are the big... Was it 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Those are the big threat enemies. But
Absolutely.
They hit your lines pretty quickly. You focus them down very well with, warhammers and axes. And then, the wider gangers, their only real threat at this point is they'll get the occasional lucky hit. And those aren't so bad. I mean, it's still shitty zombie equipment.
Yeah. But the padded kettle hats are actually pretty nice and worth keeping.
Yeah.
And the full quality greatsword.
Well, in case you end up with another travelogue.
I really doubt it.
Substitutes.
But it'll sell well, probably.
Yeah.
So this was just a giant slog of undead. I can't believe they're paying us so little for just 24 fighters in this place. But we came out really surprisingly well for it. And we're still not even done with the contract, so next time we're marching north to go deal with another undead sanctuary or mass grave or something. Ugh.
A 2-part mission.
Yeah. And so we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.